Hey guys, I'm Jessica Lee. Thanks for tuning into my into Jesse's Live and my show Dorama, where I review various Asian dramas and films. So this week I wanted to talk about a new South Korean action drama, Weak Hero Class 1. So the drama is based off a webtoon and centers around Yeon Si-Eun, who is played by Park Ji-Hoon, An Soo-Ho, who's played by Choi Hyun-Wook, and Oh Beom-Seok, who's played by Hong Kyung. So despite being physically weak, Si-Eun is the high school's top student and is honestly an easy target for school bullies. Although Si-Eun seems defenseless, he leverages his intellect and surroundings to protect himself during his battles inside and outside of school. So being the complete opposite of Si-Eun, Soo-Ho is a phenomenal fighter who sleeps during class after spending all of his night doing part-time works and delivering different part-time jobs and delivering food. And then finally, Beom-Seok is the son of an assemblyman, and he suddenly transfers to their high school after experiencing intense bullying at his previous school. So, as I mentioned, Si-Eun is the #1 student at his school. However, it comes at the price of having no friends. At the very beginning of the drama, we witness a fellow classmate forcing Beom-Seok to sabotage Si-Eun's during a mock exam. However, this quickly leads to Soo-Ho, defending Si-Eun and eventually befriending him. And so this duo quickly becomes a trio after Beom-Seok realizes that, he was kind of in the wrong and attempts to, remediate his actions. So as the trio, begin to dive deeper into the cause of Si-Eun being sabotaged, they accidentally stumble upon a drug and gambling ring that really preys upon the young students that attend their local high school. So eventually a great friendship is, slowly emerges between these three students as they attempt to survive school bullies, bring down the local drug and gambling ring, as well as they navigate just the struggles of growing up. However, their newfound friendship, begins to experience a crisis after Beom-Seok's prior school bullies reappear, and it causes him to suddenly act out of character. So Beom-Seok begins to really question if Soo-Ho actually is his friend or sees him as an underling, and begins to kind of, act out and distance himself between Soo-Ho and Si-Eun. So rather than eating and hanging out with, his two prior friends, Beom-Seok begins spending more time with the same people who bullied Si-Eun, and then also becomes increasingly more and more upset with Soo-Ho. So enough about our background. Let me give you a few thoughts about Weak Hero Class 1. Honestly, I think Weak Hero Class 1 does a phenomenal job at highlighting just the struggles that are associated with growing up. Each character has wildly different personalities and backgrounds, but they all have the same thing in common, and that's loneliness. However, they quickly grow stronger and become really close friends as they overcome bullies and violence and kind of become each other's main support system as they navigate kind of just the struggles of growing up. And so although this is definitely a darker and heavier drama, I honestly thought that this series had some really great high quality acting despite all the actors being quite young. So all three actors did a phenomenal job at just executing their character struggles and expressions, from every single gesture to their facial expressions. They really did a good job at just expressing and communicating how their different characters, just the different emotions that their characters are feeling in each scene. And also, it's very fun because Soo-Ho is very snarky and yet easygoing and very kind of sarcastic and witty, while Si-Eun is very brooding and very much has an emo demeanor. And so the fighting scenes also really were well filmed and continues to add to kind of that suspense and tension between the trio's friendship. But despite only having 8 episodes, Weak Hero Class 1, did a really outstanding job at just developing the plot. Each episode follows the evolution of their close friendship that eventually becomes a rivalry as the drama continues to dive deeper into each character's backstory, as well as just their psychological trauma and scars. And so this drama makes you feel all of the emotions, and I mean all of the emotions. You really start to feel happy and, honestly relief as the trio grow closer and kind of just do small everyday activities together, from eating lunch to, hanging out at the karaoke bar. to all the way to like anxiousness and just honestly sadness as you quickly watch their friendship deteriorate as they grow more and more distant from one another. But honestly, I would give this drama a watch. It's really quick. It's only 8 episodes, and all the episodes have already been released out on Viki. But it's a really great drama that accurately just kind of portrays just the struggles of growing up. So I definitely give it a watch. It's out on Viki. Thanks so much for tuning in. Let's tune in next week.